Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Lisa Twilley, the director of MCE Women's Business Center. Thank you guys for joining us today. It's a beautiful day out, so you never know. We had 12 people register. You never know how many is going to be on here, especially when it's nice outside. Give you a little bit of information about MCE. We are a nonprofit based in Salisbury. We also have a location in Baltimore. We serve the entire Eastern Shore of Maryland, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Anne Arundel County. And we help entrepreneurs that are getting started in business or if they're already in business and trying to expand. We can help you with business consulting, marketing consulting, training workshops. We also do small business loans. So if we can help you in any way, we can help you with the business plan, cash flow projections, um, lots of different things. So let us know. Another thing that the Women's Business Center offers is an annual Women's Business Conference that happens in March every year. That is coming up March 6th. We have vendor space available. We have keynote speakers. We got lots of prizes throughout the day. We have a cupcake raffle, a chance to win jewelry. So it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys can join us for that if you're local or want to make the drive. So anyway, today we have Betsy Long, and she is the owner of, I'm going to say the wrong thing.
Belong Socials.
Belong Socials. No, I was saying it right, but I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. My mind went blank for a second. Thank you for being here, Betsy, and she is going to share her knowledge with us.
Hi, thank you, Lisa. I'm Betsy Long. I own Belong Socials. We are a social media management and consulting company. Our office is in Snow Hill, Maryland, but we have clients as far as Cambridge to Severna Park to Salisbury, and even a few clients in Delaware. So we're all over the shore, and Maryland. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about social media for your small to medium business. I am going to go over a few basics. I am going to talk about some stuff that's a little bit more than basic. If you already have a social media presence, how to step that up. And I'm going to try to make it as short and sweet as possible and leave time for some questions at the end. So I will go through my little presentation. If you have anything, type it in the chat, or you can save it and I'll have plenty of time at the end for discussion. I appreciate you being here, and I'll go ahead and get started. All right. So like I said, our presentation today will be on social media for your small to medium business. And then my first slide is just an introduction, which I kind of already gave, but I will also add that we specialize in authentic content, collaboration, and organic engagement. I'm going to get into that in a little bit more detail throughout the presentation, but basically the long and short of it is that we are doing the work with social media clients, getting their names out there, understanding their brands. We're not just a copy paste sort of marketing agency. We really try to embody everything that each of our individual clients want and need for their marketing on social media. Today we're going to cover 4 topics. The first one is an overview of the social media platforms and what the benefits are of your business being on each platform. Also, how can social media benefit your business beyond traditional marketing? What we have found as our 3 keys to success with our clients' social media platforms, and also easy ways to step up your current social media strategy. So let's get started. First topic, what is social media? The simple answer of that is just an online platform for people to connect. What we found with social media that is increasing and has been over the last few years is that businesses are really benefiting from social media. A lot of it is free advertising and marketing. You can also pay for some things there to get better reach on your ads. And we have found that people are going to social media to find out things about businesses rather than your typical Google search or, you know, looking it up or flyers or things like that. Social media has become a must have for people in business, especially small to medium and local businesses. I'm just going to break down each platform quickly. The first is Facebook. That's our tried and true. Facebook uses text, photo, and video to display content, attracting an older demographic, I would say 40 plus. Not that that is old, but old comparatively to the youngest demographic that is on social media. Facebook uses paid and targeted ads in addition to organic content. The pros of Facebook are that users go to Facebook, they're kind of using it like a Yellow Pages, using it like a Google to find out about businesses. So they're looking there for hours, they're looking for specials, what's going on tonight, what's going on this weekend, where are they located, and other things like that. We also found with that 40 plus demographic, people that are looking at businesses on Facebook actually are in that stable mindset where they have money to spend on products and services. They're looking to actually do business with these places. And the pro, the third one listed, is that Facebook has reviews. So kind of like a Google ad, people can leave reviews about your business. And that is a pro, can also be a con, which I'll talk about in a moment. The cons of Facebook, you're missing out on a younger demographic if you're doing Facebook only. A lot of younger people are not even on Facebook at this point. Facebook can also get very saturated with marketing and business posts, so you need to make sure your posts stand out, and I will give you some strategies for that as well a little bit later on. The last one is the other side of those Facebook reviews. Facebook really can be a place where people do bring their negativity. They can give bad reviews. They feel free to do that because they're hiding behind their computer, and it can get shared easily and kind of spread. So it's like the bad side of going viral. So that is the basics of Facebook. Next is Instagram. It's a platform focusing on photos, graphics, and videos, which they call Reels, to display content attracting, I would say, a younger demographic, but you're still getting that up to mid 40s, and you're seeing the older demographic kind of flock to Instagram as well as Facebook starts to become. Yes.
I'm sorry. Is anybody else getting feedback?
Let me try putting on my AirPod and see if that helps. Hold on.
And if everybody can mute yourself, I just realized too, I usually mute myself. I wasn't muted.
I didn't know if it was just, if it's me, something I'm doing on my end.
Does it sound better now? I'm speaking into the AirPod.
What I'm getting is after you talk, I get it twice.
So I see that you look like you're signed on 2 times.
Well, I wasn't sure if that was me. I don't know how that happened.
I don't either, because it shows you like you're signed on your computer where I see you, but then you're also signed on over here. Did you call in as well?
Or
No.
maybe, do you have 2 windows open on your computer maybe?
No, but I'm going to leave and come right back.
Okay. And then
Okay.
maybe it'll just show it once.
Yeah, no, I don't have one open. Okay.
Okay, does it sound better now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay. So next, we were talking about Instagram. Instagram also focuses on lifestyle and relatable content. So this is where your authenticity really comes into play on social media. The pros of Instagram, it is far reaching. You have the largest demographic here. So you're getting younger demographic, you're getting the older demographic. Instagram works on an algorithm, as does most social media, but Instagram's is pretty honed in. So your content is really going to people who are looking for it, people who want to see it, rather than just to everybody, for people to pick and choose. Instagram does also have a little bit more space than Facebook for creativity and out of the box marketing, if that's something that you are interested in, and that kind of thing can be really beneficial for small businesses. The cons are that Instagram demands consistency, so you should be making the time and have the time to be consistent on Instagram to be successful as far as marketing goes. Now, so if you're finding you don't have time for that, that can be a tricky one. There are also some strategies for that, which I'll go into later. The cons, I also have the algorithm on there because on Instagram specifically, it changes a lot. So it requires your time and attention again to keep up with that. And then the last one I listed is just if your product or your service is targeting a very young or very older audience, you might miss that sweet spot in your demographics. You'll just have to decide that for your particular business. The final one and the newest social media platform that I will delve into is TikTok. TikTok is just videos. TikTok displays content attracting a younger demographic. And also, TikTok kind of abandons the rules of conventional marketing. So there's a lot of room there for creativity, but it also can be overwhelming or just not quite. It only serves a certain aspect of marketing, and whether your business needs that or wants that is really a decision you have to make. The pros are it's fun and creative. You can reach a worldwide audience with high potential to go viral. This is a great platform for people who have an online product, a shipped product, something that is in multiple locations. Products targeting younger audience will thrive, especially with options for sales. So you can get on the TikTok shop and sell your products through TikTok and have other creators on TikTok market your products for you. The pros is the algorithm. When we talk about the algorithm with Instagram, TikTok takes that and doubles the accuracy of it. So people are really getting fed products specific to what you're offering. The cons, it can be unappealing for some. It does have uncensored content. It is, again, like I said, out of the box. There are less rules and less expectations, so it can be a put off or a turn off for some people. The algorithm is not location based, which may get your product to lots of people who won't convert to real customers, which is why I highlight that it's great for an online product or a shipped product. And the ultra specific algorithm offers a skewed reality to some people. There are people that'll never see your content. All right, so those are the basics. We're moving on to the good stuff. How can social media benefit your business beyond traditional marketing? So I get this question a lot with potential clients. They see things like that they are already doing, like search engine optimization, websites, paper marketing, mailers, flyers, brochures, radio ads, and things like that. And they wonder, where does social media fit into all that? Why do they also need social media? And I have a few reasons listed. I could talk about it forever, but I won't. Social media provides a lifestyle component that traditional marketing doesn't have. It allows customers to feel a part of what you're doing, a part of who you are, and a part of what your business is. It offers a behind the scenes look. It offers that authenticity that you'll hear me talk about 100 times. It makes you human. It makes your product appealing to the everyday person. It allows for personalized experience, which also pushes your content into other algorithms that match your business. So when people are engaging with your content, they're pushing it out to their friends who are typically, people are friends with people who have similar wants and needs. So they're basically doing that work for you by interacting with your content. Networking and connection is the third point listed here. Social media makes local and global connections with other businesses possible. It also allows your potential clients or your current clients to interact with your marketing in real time, which is part of the social experience, part of what people are looking for in our digital age. And it also gives you the ability to see the results of your marketing in real time. So you're watching the likes, you're watching people comment and interact, you're seeing who's sharing it, you're finding out what time of day people are looking at this kind of thing, and you're able to put more stuff out. Like it is, there's tools and insights and things like that on social media that are just invaluable as compared to traditional marketing. So my obvious recommendation is that any business, large, small, medium, you need to be reaping the benefits of social media in some way, shape, or form. That brings me to our 3 keys to success on social media. So these are the things that we run our business on. These are the things that we have proven results with, and really just our belief and mission statement when it comes to social media management. And it's three main keys are authenticity, consistency, and reciprocity. So I'll break each one down and give you some examples of how that can work for you. The first is authenticity. This one's my favorite. Be yourself and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. There is so much going on social media. People are really drawn to things that make them feel seen, things that make them feel validated. So putting out something that is real and offers that connection for people is so valuable on social media. With that being said, AI is huge and people are using it like crazy. And there are some situations where AI can be really helpful for you. But my personal suggestion and the way that social media is moving is that it doesn't grab people the way that genuine photos, videos, graphics, things that you've done yourself, things that are representing the actual product or service that you offer. Like there's no comparison to that. The AI just can't capture that for you. So while things should still be polished and professional, they should be a representation of who you are and what your business is. At the end of the day, you can put whatever you want on social media, but if someone comes to you and wants your service or product and whatever you're showing on social media doesn't match in the real world, it doesn't matter if they've looked at all of your stuff or they're following you or they're engaging with you. The reality of that is not going to translate. So being yourself is our top one. And then we have consistency. So this is, in our opinion, the best way to find success with your content is finding your rhythm and sticking to it. We recommend to clients and we schedule for clients and work with clients. We post about every 3 to 4 days. It equals out to about twice a week. We're posting a mixture of things, so photos, videos, graphics, depending on the business. And that's not to say that once a week or more than 2 to 3 times a week is not okay. But it really needs to be whatever fits your needs. You need to find what you're capable of doing, what works with your schedule, and then you need to be consistent with it. So if you're posting once a week, post once a week. If it's twice a week, twice a week. More than that, you got to keep up with it. The internet loves consistency. So find what works for you and continue in that same pattern. Consistency will also apply to the aesthetic and vibe of your brand. You want to make sure that you're finding what works for you, you're finding what represents you in real life, and you're using that with all of your posts. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're scattering and putting random stuff out there, it's not going to have the same effect as sticking to consistent photography, graphics, and videos. Last but not least, we have reciprocity. So social media is just that, social. Find people online who support you, support other people online, and find that network that helps push your content out. One of the things that we focus on with our clients is organic engagement, and that means we physically get onto their social media accounts daily and interact. So we're looking at other pages, we are sharing things on their stories, we're reposting other accounts, commenting, liking, and just researching. So looking around, seeing what's out there, seeing what's trending and what's going on. It can make a big difference in the way that your personal content is received when you are actually interacting with others. Commenting relevant and real messages, sharing them to your stories, or even just giving a like to what resonates with you and your business is integral to the give and take of engagement on social media. You can do this for 15 minutes a day and it will increase your reach. If you do it for longer, even better. And it will make a lasting impact. People will see that you are liking their content and sharing, and they will return the favor. Okay, so I'm just going to break down a few of those things within setting up your strategy, stepping up what you already have, and I'm going to cover choosing your platforms, organization, building and growing, and then engagement. So choosing your platforms, you can take all the information that I provided in the beginning on each platform and see what might work with your business. I always recommend Facebook at a minimum. Adding Instagram into your Facebook strategy is not difficult. They are connected. They're both through Meta. So you can actually connect your Facebook and Instagram so that when you're posting once, it's going to both. And you're reaching double the demographic, potentially double the people, and it's pretty easy. If you wanted to add another platform, whether it be TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, any of that, you can use the content that you're making in other ways on other platforms. So it's not necessarily adding to your work as far as creating, but just posting in those separate places and supporting each of your platforms with the other can be really helpful. But yeah, just finding what works for your specific business is your main goal, and then focusing your attention there. I listed some things for Facebook and Instagram. If you're currently using them and you think you're in need of a revamp or a glow up, just some simple things you can do. So with Facebook, update your profile picture and cover photo. These are the things that people see when they click. If you get tagged in something or if they search you, they're clicking on it, they're going right to that profile page. So they're seeing your profile picture, they're seeing your cover photo. Your cover photo is, if you want to change that more often, it's a great place to put an upcoming event or promotion if you have something going on, because that is prominent on the top of your page. Another way to do that is with a pinned post. But a lot of times that cover photo, if people start to realize you're changing that with each, season or event or sale or product, they'll come to understand that that's where they can go look for that at the very top. Your pin post would highlight important posts like your hours or your upcoming promotions or events, or just something you really liked or a post that did really well. You can put that up in the pinned post. And then lastly, if you're not utilizing Facebook events for your events and sales, you should consider doing that. It can bring those things into the light, and it can also get some engagement from people, so you can see how many people are really seeing what you're putting out there. On Instagram, the suggestions are to update your bio. So right in the top of your Instagram account, you have a space to write what your business is, what you do. There's also space to put some links in there, so you can link your website, your LinkedIn, a ticket link for an event, someone else that you're supporting, their website or something like that. And you can also switch those links out pretty easily. So if you're posting about something and it has a link, you can use that infamous link in bio, so people know to go to your bio to get to that link. Utilizing the highlights portion to save your stories. So anything that's pertinent that your followers can reference back to. And then you can go into a program like Canva and also make little cover photos for those to make your overall profile have a cleaner look. Those little upgrades can really make a difference in stepping up your Instagram profile in general. The other thing to consider is your Instagram handle. If you have some followers and people are used to seeing it, changing it is not necessarily going to be a good thing. But if you're noticing that the way that your Instagram handle reads in all lowercase or all one word is not really conducive to your business, you can switch that up. So you can add dots or underscores to separate words, or you can just change it all together just so that it's an easier, more searchable handle. Those are some easy things that you can do in the moment quickly to upgrade your current socials. Building and growing. So this is just some tips on engagement and things like that. Or if you're kind of stalled out in your social media efforts, some things that can get you back into the game. Going through and following other accounts that are accounts that are relevant to you, but be wary of following too many accounts in general or too many personal friends or family. You want to keep your follows less than your amount of people that are following you. And you also want to focus on things, following accounts that are relevant to your business. Posting, it sounds easy, but it can be really hard to feel confident about everything you're posting. Don't let that keep you from being consistent. When you don't know what to post, posting a general or introductory post to share information about what your business is, or just reminders to your followers. If you're coming back to social media after a break, try doing a reintroduce yourself post or an in case you missed it post. While you're doing your engagement, observe popular pages within your niche. These can serve as inspiration for content we don't want to steal, but we can copy or put our own twist on things. Finding out what is successful in your field and translating that into your business. Creating content. So if you have time you can set aside every month or every week to backlog content. That's photos, graphics, videos, things that when you start to get busy or you're blocked creatively, you can just post those things that you have saved in a folder or, wherever the drive is good for you. It helps you maintain your consistency without losing that authenticity. Cross promoting. So bring awareness to your socials. If you have a brick and mortar, you're putting signs up, you're putting follow us on social media, you're putting up at least something that says what your handles are. If you're sending emails, you're putting it at the bottom of your email. Don't forget to follow us. And if you're going out and doing marketing, so put on your marketing materials, your website, your LinkedIn, wherever possible, reminding people that you are on social media to drive them over to your pages. Last but not least, I think we've got engagement. So spending at least 20 to 30 minutes per day engaging on your platforms. I talked about this briefly already, but like, share, comment, repost, and support. If you're showing authentic and genuine support of your followers and those that you follow, it will be repaid. It also signals to the platforms that you are an active participant, which they love, not just a passive poster. That is a double, I put that twice. Very important. All right, so that's the basics. And this is where you can find me and my business on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And now I will go ahead and turn it over for any questions. And also, I believe this will be on YouTube for MCE. So if you want to reference it back once they post that, you can do that.
I can send it out as well as slides, but it will be on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
So you guys can either unmute or you can ask a question in the chat. Unmute is good.
Okay, let me look in the chat. Okay, I don't think anyone. Okay, cool. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions that you might have.
I have a question.
Sure.
I was when you talked about social media platforms, you said Instagram,
Hmm.
TikTok, Facebook. Is
Hmm.
it a reason why you didn't include like YouTube in that combination of the platforms?
So I just wanted to focus on like the main three that I specifically work with. I
Okay.
do have some clients that we do YouTube for, but I wouldn't consider myself experienced enough to offer any insight into YouTube at this point. I've been working on Facebook and Instagram for over 7 years. But I have only been working with YouTube for about a year, so I don't know all the ins and outs quite yet. But that is definitely
Okay.
something that you can add to your social media strategy. And they also, YouTube now has shorts, which is similar to like an Instagram or TikTok, and that's gaining popularity. So yes, I appreciate that insight, and I also would consider in the future, once I have a little bit more knowledge and experience, touching on that as well, because I do think that's a growing platform as far as social media.
Okay.
Did you say it was called YouTube Shorts?
Yep. So if you go onto YouTube, there's a little section that's like, because YouTube has been typically used for long form videos, which is still, it's great for that. It's a great place to put those videos that don't necessarily fit on social media or aren't going to be viewed on social media, because people are craving that, couple of seconds, 20 seconds, 30-second video. So YouTube now has shorts, which is the same concept. And you can take reels and TikTok and things like that, videos that you've done for that, and we take them for clients and put them directly into YouTube Shorts. So it's not extra content. You're just taking where you might have those long form videos, adding that short form video to YouTube as well. And like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience or knowledge on that, but I have seen success with clients with us simply reposting their Instagram reels to YouTube Shorts.
Okay. Good to know. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Unlike you, I know a little bit about YouTube, but not a lot. So
Yeah, I'm still learning. So if you have any experts, Lisa, that you want to do webinars, I'll come to that webinar.
Yeah, I actually have a YouTube Shorts page. My
Okay, great.
page is dedicated to the shorts. I haven't really done any long,
Yeah,
content as of yet. But that's what I'm actually working on.
awesome.
I'm trying to get some long form content out.
Yeah, awesome.
all right. Any other questions?
Nope, nothing here.
Um, I guess the only other question I have is I'm not totally a computer savvy person.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of what I know is through my children who say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Ma, all you got to do is this, and
Yeah.
this."
Oh, it's easy,
So,
right?
right. So they've shown me certain things and stuff like that. But like I have a book out and different things like that. And I need to, like you said, I need to link like my book into my social media
Mm-hmm.
pages and different things like that. I now understand that you don't have to have a million followers.
Mm-mm. No.
If I put my link to my book or to this or that in my description boxes or different things like that, I know that just getting traffic through there, whether people subscribe or follow or not, could still
Yeah.
get me to sell.
Yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
kind of where I am with things. I'm working on trying to get a little bit more savvy, and because I know what I want to do, or I've been into a couple classes, so I kind of know what I want to do. It's
Mm-hmm.
just once you get there, okay, I have to copy, paste, I have to do this, I have to find a link, I have to, all of that part of it
Mm-hmm.
is kind of where I am a little. I don't know why you get nervous to press certain buttons on there.
It's
It's like, ah. if I
true.
press this
It's
and mess
true.
something up, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But that's
You,
kind of where I am. I just want to start including my links and different
yeah,
things like that to my social media pages so I can try to
yeah.
continue the growth.
Yeah, and you're absolutely not alone in that. That's something that um it's actually part of the reason why I started my business, because I saw a need for that, because I was working with, in my day job, I guess you would call it, um doing social media with them, and my the owner of the business where I work, she would be like, I don't know, I don't want to post it, and I'm like, you gotta post it, like you gotta try. And it's every, I mean, it's everybody. And I feel like you know, there, the worst thing that could happen is nobody looks at it. I don't, you know what I mean? Like the worst thing that happens is nobody looks at it, or you can delete it. Like if it's not getting the response that you want, like I encourage people, like just it's hard, and it's not, and that's completely valid. Because you are putting yourself out there to the world, and it's, anyone could see it. But yeah, I think you're on the right path. And and your comment about not having to have a million followers, I think that's a something really important that's happened in social media in general. For a while, people were focusing on, like, oh well, someone might look at one of my clients' pages and be like, oh well, they only have 200 followers. But when you're reaching out and you're engaging with people and you're giving that authenticity and the organic reach and marketing, you have 200, 100 followers that are actually interested in you, rather than 10,000 followers who are ignoring, because you'll see, I'll look at a page, like a competitor, and they'll be like, well, my competitor has 10,000 followers and I only have 200. And I'll say, well, your posts are getting 55 to 60 likes and theirs are getting 4 and 5. So it's not really like, it's not about the followers. It's impressive, like it looks good and you feel like you have that reach, but it's all about what you do with it. So you can
Right.
reach just as many people organically when you with 50 followers. If you've got 50 people who are actually interested in what you're doing, that's 50 people. So
Right. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
That's right. I agree. And I love the delete button. That's
yeah,
my favorite.
yeah, yeah.
And then also, I guess my last question, if you will, is I know you said you have your business and different
Hmm.
things that you do. So to participate in like your programs and or your classes or anything consultant or anything like
Hmm.
that, like where will we find the fees for that or different things like that?
So you can definitely check out our social media, but let me put my email in the chat as well, and you can email me. I do everything custom priced. So it really depends on what you want, like what you're looking for. If you're just looking to like meet and talk and get a strategy session, um we can talk about an hourly rate for that, and just
Okay.
just what, it really depends on your needs. I'm happy. I have a partner that I work with. We would be happy to even meet with you, for either on Zoom or in person, um, just to chat with no cost, for 30, 45 minutes, and just see if you could utilize our services before I start talking to you about how much I'm going to charge. So
Okay, I
so
got you.
yeah,
Can you
so
please?
I'm
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Can you please
sure.
put it back up there one more time so I can grab it?
Yeah. You mean the, like, the social
The e
media?
your
uh,
email address. I'm
Okay, I
sorry.
put it in. I put it in the chat. Oh gosh,
Can
I
you
don't
see
know
the
why I
chat?
don't see the chat.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, the
Do you
whole
see it?
time. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Is it on there at the bottom? It should
Okay,
be.
okay, okay. That's a BL. Okay.
Yep. Belongsocials@gmail.com.
Awesome. Also, you can check, I told you to check with the Maryland Women's Business Center as well, because they might have some kind of
Maryland.
classes like we
Yeah.
do, or they might have somebody that you're able to talk to,
Yeah.
like a
And
rep there.
if you haven't, go on to the Maryland Capital Enterprises YouTube, because I've actually done a couple of other webinars that are on there. I did a basics, like a 101 social media that's on there. And then I did a just a couple of marketing ones, one that focused on Facebook and one that focused on Instagram. And you know, other than the hundreds of other valuable videos that are on there, if you're looking specifically for more of what I was talking about, they're on there too, for free.
Yep. So you just go to YouTube and then it's Maryland Capital Enterprises. Just type that in and it should come up. I think it says videos. You can just click on the videos and look at the different classes. But I'll definitely send the slides out. And if you want to watch the video again, you can go right to YouTube and watch it there. And I put my email in the chat. If anybody has any questions or needs any help from MCE, just reach out to me, let me know. Are you guys on our newsletter list? So when we have events or classes coming up that you get a message about that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you on there, Antoinette?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, my email is ltwilley@marylandcapital.org. So if you want to be added, just email me and I can add your email to it. It comes out bi-monthly.
Miss Twilly.
Yes.
Hey, how are you? This is Jakarta Jones.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Just to let you know, I'm working on my business plan. I'm almost done. I want to come and see you, talk to you about it before, I complete the final draft to submit it. But I do want to know about the event that you guys were talking about in the beginning of the class. My service, I don't know if it was mine or yours, but it was kind of going in and out, so I couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. About the conference that we do?
Yes.
So yeah, we do that every March in celebration of Women's History Month. And we host a conference at the Civic Center in Salisbury. And we have different keynote speakers. Sometimes we have a panel discussion, or we might have both. We have prizes throughout the day. We have vendor tables there where you can rent a vendor table, and we have time, for people to come around and visit with your table throughout the day. So
if I attend the conference, like I can bring some of my inventory and set it up like on the table to sell it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great.
Yes, indeed.
And this is when?
March 6th. And it's usually from 9 to 3. But if you're a vendor, you can get there like after 7:30 to set up your table and everything.
7:30, so 7:30 to 3.
Yeah, well, it'll be like time you clean up. It'll probably be, we usually try to get out of there by like 3:30.
Okay. Is this through the week?
It's a Friday.
Okay, great.
Yep, it's always on a Friday.
Great. It gives me enough time to get a lot of inventory together.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Is this somewhere, do we have to like sign up for it somewhere?
Yeah, it comes out usually in January. So
Okay.
you'll see the registration come out.
Okay, straight to the email, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And are you busy this afternoon? Maybe in like 30 minutes to an hour?
Actually, I do have an appointment. So, let's see. Did you want me to look at your business plan?
Yes, and I wanted to talk to you about like some social media stuff, like drop shipping sites and stuff like that. Just kind of show you the direction that I'm going in, and just to make sure that it's correct. And then I also have a question about my EIN number. I want to know, or maybe I can just call the IRS, but initially when I set up my EIN number, the name that I used is not the name that I want to use now. So I just needed to change the name. Like the address and everything is the same. And I looked it up online yesterday. Maybe I was, trying to browse through too fast, but I didn't see where I was able to change it. So I didn't know if I'm not able to change it, is there some type of way that I can like delete that number, destroy it, and then reapply? Like, what is it that I would have to do?
Yeah, you're gonna have to call there and talk to somebody. Let me see what number I have, but it's like, what'd you say? Like in about an hour? 1, 2. I could do like 2:30. I don't know what happened.
Are you able to hear me?
I couldn't hear you. You were on mute.
I'm sorry. I said if I can get there around 2:15, if that's good with you, because my wife gets off at 3. I don't want to be late getting her. Or if you have a few minutes like after 3, then that's fine.
Yeah, that's let's see. Yeah, 2:15 will work.
Okay, great.
I'll make sure
Great.
I'm back by then.
Okay.
All right, I will see you in a little bit.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Antoinette, for joining. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you so
thank you.
much.
Thank you, Betsy. And we'll be seeing you again on some future classes. So be sure to
Yes,
check your
ma'am.
classes out.
Yes, I took notes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll
Awesome.
talk to you soon.
I was over here writing everything I needed down.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely. We'll talk soon.
thank
Okay,
you.
you guys
Yes, we
have a good
will.
day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
ya.